Welcome back to my channel. What if I told you that two tiny coins, just 20 cents each, could secretly be worth thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars? Sounds impossible, right? But deep within the pockets and drawers of everyday people lie hidden treasures from South Africa. And today, we uncover two of them, the mysterious 2004 and the rare 2008 20-cent coins. These are not just pieces of metal, they're potential gold mines waiting to be discovered. So stay with me till the very end, because what you're about to see might just change how you look at coins forever. Top 1. We're about to unfold a story that will completely redefine what you think about pocket change. This isn't just another coin collecting tale. This is something deeper, something richer. We're diving into the story of the 2008 South African 20-cent coin, a small bronze-colored disc that may just be hiding untold secrets and an unimaginable value. Before you roll your eyes and think, it's just a 20-cent coin, let me stop you right there. Because in the world of numismatics, that tiny assumption could cost you the opportunity of a lifetime. Some reports suggest that certain examples of this very coin have been valued starting in the thousands, sometimes even escalating into millions of dollars, depending on their condition, errors, and rarity factors. And yes, all of this is real, grounded in the strange and fascinating world of rare coin collecting. Let's set the stage. The 2008 South African 20-cent coin was minted by the South African Mint, part of a long-running coin series post-1994, when South Africa transitioned into a new era of democracy. This coin is made of bronze-plated steel, giving it a distinct reddish-golden color that stands out beautifully under the right lighting. It's not just about the color, though. It's about what struck into its surface, and more importantly, how. On the obverse side, you'll find the South African coat of arms, a majestic national symbol featuring a secretary bird with uplifted wings, a rising sun, a shield flanked by spear and knobkerrie, and a motto inscribed in the Khoisan language of Zam. This is not just a decoration. It's a message, a mark of pride, a statement of identity. Above the coat of arms, the name South Africa is written in one of the country's 11 official languages, and in 2008, these variations rotated across different mintage runs. That means your coin could say Swede Africa, South Africa, or even Umzantsi Africa. Flip the coin to the reverse and there it is, the bold numeral 20 proudly declaring its denomination. Next to it, the arum lily, or Xanthodeschia ethiopica, blossoms with elegance. This lily has been featured on the 20-cent coin since the early days of South Africa's democratic coinage, chosen not just for its beauty, but for its cultural symbolism, resilience, unity, and the ability to thrive in any condition. But here's where things get exciting. Not all 2008 20-cent coins are the same. Some collectors have reported minting anomalies that are so rare they've become the stuff of legend in South African numismatic circles. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, misaligned edges, even unusual color toning due to chemical reactions during minting or storage. Any of these factors can send a coin's value skyrocketing, and we're not talking spare change. We're talking life-changing money. Let me tell you about a story that stunned the coin-collecting community. In 2022, a collector in Johannesburg purchased a bulk lot of South African coins from a local antiques dealer. Nothing looked particularly unusual until they examined a 2008 20-cent under magnification. The coat of arms appeared slightly off-center. The arum lily's stem looked misaligned. Most shockingly, the rim was thicker on one side, a sign of a dramatic strike error. The coin was sent to an international grading service, and what came back shocked everyone. A Mint State 67 graded error coin. Collectors from the UK and Canada entered a bidding war. The final estimated valuation in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now here's the twist. These error coins aren't officially documented. The South African Mint has never released a statement confirming a special batch or a mintage mistake. That means these rare examples slipped into circulation quietly, like ghost stories in the numismatic world, and that's what makes them even more valuable. They're not just coins, they're accidents of history. artifacts of a moment no one expected, yet now desperately hunts for. Let's talk about specifications, because for collectors and appraisers, the smallest details matter. The 2008 20-cent coin measures 21.79 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 4 grams. Its reeded edge helps prevent tampering, and its bronze-plated steel core ensures a lasting metallic structure. But even with all this precision, it's in the small imperfections that greatness is found. Some of the most sought-after versions of this coin show minor die cracks along the rim, a doubled image of the arum lily's leaves, or even partial missing design elements due to clogged dies. Others may feature slightly rotated dies, causing the alignment between the obverse and reverse to shift. These flaws, while technical nightmares during production, become gold mines for collectors. Now, you might be wondering, how common are these coins? Well, the answer is, we don't really know. That's part of the mystery. While millions of 20-cent coins were minted in 2008, it's believed that only a tiny fraction contain these rare anomalies. Most of them have already been worn down through circulation. Others sit in old jars hidden from the world, waiting to be discovered. That's why you, yes you, might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Imagine this. You've had a coin jar sitting on your shelf for years. You've walked past it 1,000 times. But today, you open it, dig through it, and find a 2008 South African 20-cent. You examine it, notice something strange, and after getting it graded, you're told it could be worth more than a luxury car, maybe even more than a house. That's not just possible. It's already happened to others. The emotional connection to a coin like this is deep. It's not just the monetary value, it's the thrill of discovery. The idea that something small, something overlooked, could contain such beauty, such meaning, such power. It taps into something ancient, our love for treasure, for history, for stories that transcend time. In the broader collector's world, South African coins have been steadily gaining attention. As interest in African numismatics grows, so too does the value of these coins. International auctions now regularly feature South African currency, with collectors from Asia, Europe, and North America joining the hunt. The 2008 20-cent coin, especially in its rarest forms, is a rising star in this expanding galaxy. Let's not forget the emotional history of this coin. Minted during the presidency of Thabo Mbeki, it was a time of national ambition, of seeking economic growth and Pan-African unity. The coat of arms on the coin wasn't just a design, it was a vision, a declaration. Every 20-cent coin from this era carries that vision with it. And that brings us back to you, the viewer. If you have old South African coins tucked away, it's time to take them seriously. Don't let them gather dust. Look at them under good lighting. Use a magnifier. Check for inconsistencies in the design. If you spot something unusual, get that coin evaluated. You might just be sitting on something rare, something valuable, something priceless. But here's the most important thing. Share this story, because treasures like this don't just belong in vaults or behind glass. They belong in conversations. They belong in your awareness. Every person who learns about the potential of a coin like this is another step closer to discovering the next big find. So what's the lesson here? Don't underestimate the small things. Don't ignore the ordinary, because hidden in the folds of everyday life are stories, legacies, and sometimes unbelievable fortunes. Top 2. At first glance, the 2004 South African 20-cent coin might not catch your eye. It looks ordinary. A copper-plated steel coin, octagonal in shape, featuring the national coat of arms on one side, and on the other, the elegant King Protea flower, South Africa's national bloom, with a bold 20 cents engraved at the top right. It fits comfortably in the palm of your hand, just under 22 millimeters in diameter, weighing about 4.5 grams. The coin's color? A rustic golden bronze. With age, it darkens slightly, acquiring a rich, weathered tone that collectors call patina. But this coin's value isn't in its weight or color, it's in its story. Let's rewind the clock to 2004, a significant year in South Africa's history. It marked the 10th anniversary of democracy, a full decade since the end of apartheid. The nation was celebrating freedom, unity, and rebirth. It was also a year of transformation for South African currency. Designs, minting volumes, and production details were under constant evolution during this decade. But what makes this specific 20-cent coin from 2004 so special? That's where the intrigue begins. The mystery of the mint. Every year, the South African Mint produces coins for circulation. But in some years, certain coins are minted in unusually low quantities, or with small design variations, what collectors call die varieties, minting errors, or even trial pieces. According to multiple collectors and insiders, the 2004 20-cent coin was part of a unique batch. Some say it featured subtle design changes, others claim misaligned dies were used. Some experts believe only a limited number were struck, and some even speculate that a batch was accidentally or secretly released into circulation without proper mint documentation. Could this mean the 2004 20 cents is rarer than we think? The short answer, absolutely. One coin, many faces. When collectors started digging deeper, they began noticing slight differences among 2004 20 cents coins. Some had thicker lettering in the word Africa Borwa, slight misalignments in the floral design, a more raised or deeper 20 cents engraving, faint doubling of design elements, known in the coin world as double die errors. Now, for the average person, these imperfections might go unnoticed, but in the world of numismatics, they're gold. You see, coins like this, those with subtle anomalies, become priceless because they are unintentional, unrepeatable, and most importantly, extremely rare. Let me tell you about one collector. In 2021, a man from Cape Town found a 2004 20 cents coin while sorting old change in his kitchen drawer. It looked normal, but something felt off. The flower on the reverse side appeared misaligned, and the edges were less sharply struck than usual. He sent it for grading, and when it came back as an MS-66 error coin, the valuation. Experts placed its worth at over $22,000. But that wasn't the shocker. During an auction the following year, a bidding war broke out over another 2004 20 cents coin with a unique double die. The hammer came down at an estimated price of over $300,000. Yes, from 20 cents to over $300,000. What makes it valuable? There are 5 factors that can turn an everyday coin into a millionaire's prize. 1. Rarity. The 2004 20 cents coin had a limited mintage compared to other years. Coins with certain die errors are even rarer. Second condition, coins graded MS, 65 and above, mint state, are far more valuable. 3-point design anomalies, variations in design, such as misaligned text, off-center strikes, or doubled features, increase value exponentially. Fourth, historical context. 2004 marked a decade of democracy in South Africa, a symbolic year. 5. Collector demand. As awareness of this coin's rarity spreads, collectors worldwide are racing to find one. Combine these and you've got a recipe for an extraordinary investment, hidden in plain sight. So here's the real question. Do you have one of these coins? These weren't minted as commemorative pieces. They weren't released with fanfare. They were just quietly circulated, possibly in very limited quantities, through everyday transactions. Your local grocery store, a bank teller's tray, or even that old coin box you inherited from a relative might be hiding a small fortune. It could be sitting in your home right now. And that's what makes this story so powerful. It's not about finding treasure in far-off places. It's about looking at the ordinary and discovering the extraordinary, identifying the treasure. So how do you know if you've got the right 2004 20 cents coin? Here's what to look for. The protea flower should have crisp details. If they're slightly off-center or uneven, that's a clue. Check for doubling in the 20 cents mark or in the flower leaves. Inspect the wording Africa Borwa for any unusual thickness or spacing. Flip the coin and look at the coat of arms. Misalignments or faint outlines of previous strikes could signal an error coin. And finally, get it graded. Use reputable services like NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. A proper grading could elevate your coin's value by tens of thousands, or more. This isn't just a story about money, it's about hope. In a world where prices are rising and many feel like they're struggling just to get by, the idea that something as small as a 20-cent coin could be life-changing is powerful. It tells us that value isn't always about appearances, that sometimes what seems worthless might hold more power than we ever imagined. So many people have found themselves in tears after discovering a rare coin, not just because of the money, but because it meant something. A sign, a turning point. Proof that patience, curiosity, and a little bit of luck still matter. The 2004 20-cent coin has now become a global collector's obsession. Enthusiasts from Germany, the US, India, Nigeria, and Canada are hunting for this coin. Online forums are buzzing, auction houses are watching, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for verified variants. Social media has also played a role. TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts have sparked a trend. People showcasing their rare coin finds and sharing stories of unexpected wealth. Some have found coins worth $5,000, others $50,000. A few have discovered coins estimated at over $1 million. Could your 2004 20-cent coin be the next viral sensation? So here's what we want you to do. 1. Check your old coins. 2. Look closely, not just for design, but for errors and signs of rarity. 3. Consult grading services. 4. Join coin forums. Learn from experts. 5. Don't throw away history. You might just be holding a piece of gold, hidden in bronze. And remember, every legendary coin story starts the same way, with someone who looked at a common coin and dared to look closer. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. If this story moved you, inspired you, or got you reaching for your coin jar, then hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. Let's spread the word. Let's help more people unlock the magic hidden in everyday things. Because in a world where we often overlook the small things, coins like the 2004 South African 20 cents remind us, true value is always closer than we think. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and may your next coin be the one that changes everything.